Ready? We start 2 minutes early. Call the meeting back to order at 10 a.m. on September 23rd, 2014.
10 a.m. At 10 a.m.
I said that already.
Did you? I'm sorry.
You betcha.
I have, can I bring up one thing?
Pertaining to what?
Kelly, Vincent. She didn't get her raise up to what Jan Steffen was making. It would increase your budget by $2,613.12. Jan Steffen, when she left, was making $3,177.40. She is making right now $2,959.64.
Probably based on she's going to be under a little more pressure without in the next year. That might.
Yeah, but it goes against the
But what we
budget
did-
freeze.
Yeah, what we did with everybody else. Yeah.
But she was supposed to be brought up to that rate.
There is no graduated scale for an elected official. It's whatever the commission deems necessary for the wage, and the wage can be determined based on the financial health of the county, job performance, a bunch of other things. I think we treated her the same as we treated the rest of the department heads.
But most of them went up right away. That's all I'm saying. I mean, anybody that I know of, there's nobody that didn't get that raised up to what the other one was making.
I struggle with that whole process surrounding elected officials' salaries, because since they're up for election every 4 years, it seems like it doesn't fit the probationary pay scale, time of service mindset. You know,
Seems like it should rewind every 4 years because somebody new can come in there.
or it should be the same
Well,
based
usually-
on the job description forever.
Well, that is your probation deal.
Yeah, but this is also arbitrary. I've never seen anything where there's a written schedule on what the pay increases are and when they take place and who they apply to. This is very real arbitrary.
It's hard to have probationary pay period for an elected official because we don't have the capability to hire and fire them. The idea behind a probationary pay scale is you hire somebody. For instance, you hired Samantha. She can be put on a probationary 6-month period or whatever you deem necessary. And after that period is lapsed, you either make her a full-time employee or you go find somebody else that can do the job. But for an elected official, I can't get that to square. Now, granted, she was not elected when she got that job.
Right.
And we weren't commissioners at the time. So I don't know what the whole discussion was surrounding that.
Most of the time, if they don't do the job, I can see questioning it. But as far as I know, she's covered you know, having to train new people and do what needs to be done.
Yeah, again, if you can show me in writing somewhere where we have a schedule on how we're supposed to handle this and that it's equitable to everybody, I'm fine with it. But strictly on speculation doesn't work for me. I mean, because how do we square it with the rest of the employees? And we really need to have some kind of schedule put in place for at least the salaried employees.
But if you talk to employees, they understand that about the elected officials and that duty of getting that. They get a probation deal too.
They don't, though. I mean, in reality, there is no probationary period. Because if they don't do their job, they're still gonna have a job for 4 years.
No, not necessarily.
Well, I mean, barring assassination or removed by the governor, I mean, they're in the position until they're reelected, and probationary indicates that there's a penalty for not doing your job, and in an elected position there really isn't. You can do a terrible job, but 4 years later you might be thrown out of office, but there isn't an immediate penalty for not doing your job like there would be if Samantha doesn't do hers. Then there's an immediate remedy for that. I think that's what Troy's getting to, isn't it?
No, and I understand that.
Yeah.
But there is ways to get rid of an elected official too, and it's been done.
Well,
Most people wish they would quit, but
Yeah, no, we're very versed in how you do that.
I'm sure you are, and I don't even want to know the reasons behind it. How's that?
Whoa, why are we here?
And but
No.
Wasn't talking about you. Talking about
But you got that we won't even go there.
would it be appropriate when she's elected to start at the rate that the former?
That's what we're talking about right now, is that, not right now.
Depending on how the position was handled prior, and I can't tell you that.
No, well, I don't know that either.
You know, Jan was the clerk of court for how long?
No.
She wasn't there as long as I am. Been here.
No.
It seems like we should compare it to the other counties too. In that,
Yeah, if you want to, that would be great.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't think compared. I mean, I would imagine the clerk of court and recorder would typically make 90% of what the auditor makes.
Yeah, but usually auditors make more than what I make, so.
Well, okay.
Oh, we aren't going to go there either.
Okay.
So, it's up to you
Kind
guys.
of told her that we really don't care what the other kids' parents let them do, so to speak, as far as her help. So
It's you guys' decision. I just wanted to bring it up again. So, I mean,
it's not a budget killer, but it's inconsistent with what we've been doing all through this budget period.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're in the same category where you didn't get a raise, and Samantha, that other secretary is, and
Christine.
Christine.
Yeah, but you did. You gave them raises for next year.
Oh, did we?
Yes,
I didn't
you
think-
did.
I didn't think we did. But
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but
And that's been brought up, so.
not up to again, if we had a level where after you work for 3 years, then here's where you should be, but we don't have that, so it's so arbitrary, and I just can't justify arbitrary. She very well might deserve the raise, but how do we quantify that? And until we have some guidelines in place, I'm not in favor of doing that, because it'll be in direct opposition to how we've done the rest of these. So then we open the whole thing up again?
Well, it's not a change that can't be made later if we so choose, if we need more information.
Yeah, there's a reason for that reserve fund, and that's, you're right.
I guess I'm not prepared to make that decision, and if there's no further information to support it, I don't think I can cross that bridge today.
You know, I'm wondering if we should take roll call because you're one short from yesterday of people.
Can do that.
If you think about it, because Sean's not here and
Well, we haven't done anything yet, so.
It'll show up, I mean, either way, it's gonna show up in the minutes of who was present, but.
As we recessed overnight and reconvened this morning, and we have one commissioner not present. Upon Cindy's request, I will take roll at this time. Upon the recording secretary's request. John Wakefield,
Here.
Ron Dahl,
Here.
Sean Steffen is absent. Dale Peterson,
Here.
Troy's here. Okay. If we're done with that discussion regarding the clerk for the moment, we should move on to the notice of hearing or the proposed budget and tax levy.
The heading on here, that's just boilerplate taken from,
yep, from other ones. Any of the names that you want changed to the top: estimate of 2000 fund balance, 2000 revenue projections, 2000 levy projections, 2014 levy, and any of those that you want. I suppose this should say fund and budgets. No, it's just names, so let's put instead of fund budgets.
Which one are you on?
No, that's right, isn't it?
You won't know because the reason I'm saying that is because from auditor through reserve is general, and general is the fund.
Oh, sure.
So I'm thinking of putting that into budgets. I know it's just whatchamacallit.
Semantics.
Yes.
column 4, 2014 levy and 2015 revenue totals. It's actually a combination of the 2015 revenue, 2014 levy, and the balance brought forward from 2014.
Yeah, so we should have the... Should I just put total of all revenue?
Total of balance, revenue, and levy, I think is how it should be worded.
That sounds good.
Total of
Balance,
Balances.
revenue, and levy.
Yeah,
balance,
because that's what it is.
revenue, and levy. Okay.
And we don't show the reserve amount on this sheet.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Well, isn't that included in that 416?
Yeah, the 192,000 reserve is included in the 416,000,
Right.
right, Cindy?
I'm thinking, where are you at 416?
County general, proposed budget 416,702.
Oh, the budget, yeah.
Okay, so that is the reserve. The reserve is a line item within the county general.
On that one, yes.
Right. So we can.
So a lot of the
we can
reserve-
we can remove reserve from there because it is included in that.
Oh, you're right.
416.
That whole line can be disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, the line below that? It says
Yeah.
reserve.
No, we aren't showing reserve. And you can show transfers too, like where welfare is.
Mhm.
It's just what you want, but then thing is gonna be bigger.
I think on the state and the Garrison diversion, it should say not to exceed 1 mil,
Okay, state.
or state mandated, constitution mandated not to exceed 1 mil.
It's not a not to exceed, it is 1 mil.
Yeah,
They can lower it.
they can
They
lower
can,
it.
but we can't.
No, but they can lower it. They can adjust it anything
That's,
a mil or below.
but the problem is that's so many words that it's gonna it won't fit on the sheet.
Put state mandated. How's that sound?
Okay, for state. The Garrison isn't state mandated. Garrison,
Yes, it
it
is.
is
It's a
it?
constitutional amendment.
Okay, state
Both of them are.
mandated, 1 mil. And then for Garrison, state mandated.
That's the only way the state can
One
have anything to do
mil.
with property tax and have a constitutional amendment, because they don't have the power to levy tax.
Okay.
So that was voted on by a majority vote of the people. Evidently somebody wasn't paying attention.
Well, they have another one on there.
A lot of somebody's.
Something on the oil and gas, this next one, on constitution measures.
Yes.
Measure number 5, you mean?
Is that what it is, measure number 5? It's where they get so much money out of the fuel oil stuff and,
And they go to land sales and compete with the local landowners to purchase land. It'd be about $3.85 million a week they'd have to spend.
Yeah.
that one's crazy. It was complete, when we were in Fargo and they proposed that to get signed, it was completely different than what the wording showed on the, so I was surprised.
Nothing a bureaucrat does surprises me.
Well, I wonder
Well,
if
the
even the
legislature
people.
turned it down.
Well, you guys, anything else? I got stuff to do. I got election ballots to check yet.
When do the ballots go on?
Thursday. Christy is done after today, and she's going to help. We go through and check to make sure we give everybody the right ballot, and then we have to seal them and put stamps on them yet today. And
I don't see anything unless you guys do.
I don't see
The
anything.
total, as long as, I don't have the total, as long as they match up, it's got to be,
Yeah, they match.
as long as it was done on a spreadsheet and then.
then you motion to okay and publish this. You motion to okay your proposed budgets that's here, this budget here, and publish it.
And you removed reserve.
Yep, I got reserve crossed off. I got crossed off here, state mandated, and budgets instead of fund. And bottom, where that note is, we could take that off, but down the line they may need that, so it's better to stay on, because you have a set amount and that's what you want to stick with, so that note on there doesn't really matter, but
You could, instead of bookmobile, you could probably say library.
thank you. Okay.
The only question I have is on this one, the important notice. Public hearing to consider Griggs County property tax levy amount to change by 0% will be held. I'm not sure I understand.
You really don't even have to publish this one. You don't have any, but you're telling them that we aren't increasing it. You can put a minus in there if you want, but we aren't increasing it. And they're keeping track of this every year. But you do not have to publish this. But it also lets you know that you did and that you didn't increase it by any amount. So it's up to you.
Okay.
And also another reason why I like to keep tabs on it, because it has the House bill on here, down below.
What was the levy last year?
In dollars, you mean? That was 2,200,000.
Yeah,
218 maybe?
yeah. You want to put a negative amount in there?
Well, I mean, as a factual.
I'll go get the levy sheet.
As a pretty factual.
But you gotta remember, yeah, it's more than what it shows on the levy sheet too, because the mill levy for the library isn't included in that total.
I'll just leave it then.
Yeah, that's right.
But it is on that workup sheet, the first one I did, wasn't it?
I don't know, it's in this one, the library's here,
But not for last year. But it was on that first one I guys gave you that I threw in the garbage today.
I can't remember.
What does that mean? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either.
What's that?
I'm not sure why she's getting that.
Yeah.
Well, the Cooperstone is removed from the library one.
Yeah, but right. But I mean, this is just an accounting of what the Griggs County Commissioners did as far as what they had the power to levy. So this is a factual. It actually will be a reduction. I mean, the library doesn't go on this one. That's levied. The city levied that.
It goes on there minus the city taxable value.
Right. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it doesn't change this total levy amount that we are responsible for.
No, yeah, that's 63,157.64. That was 4 mills against the value of Griggs County after Cooperstown was subtracted out.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah, it's done correctly.
Yeah. So it is if we divide the levy from last year by the levy from this year, we'll get the percent of decrease.
That's 7.5%, I suppose.
It'd be closer
Well,
to 10 because of the Cooperstone's removed from it.
Yeah.
No, I mean overall.
Oh, okay.
In this budget, it's going to be 0.02 or something. It's going to be a real negligible number, but it's going to be a negative number rather than zero.
Okay.
Where is that?
What's that?
Well, I was looking for the total levy amount for 2013.
I would have that someplace, but I'm not sure where.
Front, very front of that.
From the revenue.
That's what Cindy went to get, isn't it?
No, I showed you the library stuff, I think.
No.
These are each fund. I was looking for a total.
Right. Very front, I thought.
You can find it faster than I can on my phone. I'm sure it takes me a while. sure why I even tried.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to read my tape, it's really light. I've got 2289 430 59.
229070158.
2289 430.59.
You're off 1,000 between the two of you somehow.
Unless it's 10,000.
Oh, 10,000.
I just took it off the levy sheet here from last year.
I got 2214,798 plus you have to add the ambulance plus the library.
No, Cindy, that is the city that's levying the library. Everything that we're responsible for is here. The library doesn't get it added into what we levy.
You got library on here.
Right, the 63,000. So that's
The levy sheet does not show the library over here.
it shows it right here. This is inclusive of all
This
the.
is last year's.
I know, but the library is right here on this one. That's why it's 290. Here's the levy sheet from last year. 2290. Hang on. Oh, we'll quit that. 2290700158. That's off your budget from last year. Total
Oh.
taxes levied 2013. That's off this identical.
And what did you get, 2289?
Yeah, I got 2289 from the
Oh.
actuals. The budget you're talking about is like this, it's estimated.
Yeah, we
You
don't-
made it more actual than they did last year.
We don't have, all we have right as of now for 2013, for 2014 is estimated because we haven't closed it out yet. So that's all we have is the estimate.
Whatever, okay, however you want to figure it, doesn't matter to me.
2013 we have an actual, but we don't for 14. So off of this,
But that is actual, right?
Yeah, it would be actual. You're never gonna get, because you only get 95% of the dollar, so it depends on how you want to figure it.
well, I mean, I'm just using this sheet from last year. This column, I'm using the 2013 projected levy projections, and on this one from last year, it is 2290700158.
Right, but I think what she's telling you is they changed the budgets after that.
Well, no, you change the levy is what happens after that, if you don't get the full amount. Say maybe the city's tax bill changed. It's all estimate, just like ours
That's
is.
right, so we
But this is actual.
sheet from last year.
But it doesn't matter, because it's not gonna be that much difference.
No.
Right, so somebody write this down, or somebody divide it. 2290700158,
2290.
70158,
290701.58.
and then 218-339-410. And whatever the difference in there is.
0410.
Yeah, whatever the, no, 9410. 218-833-94.10.
2188.
218.
218-94.
218.
This number right here. The levy.
Three 3394.
Maybe it's gonna be such a negligible number.
Must be not typed this way, right?
Well, that didn't work.
If you divide the small one into the big one, the number behind the decimal point will be the percent of change
Yeah.
increase.
You want to do it the opposite. You want to take this
Either
number
way.
divided by the other one.
You can do it either way.
Yeah, you can do it either way.
It's 107. I come up with a difference of 107,307.48.
Yep. What's the old number?
29. I didn't write it down. Samantha did. Samantha? Oh, it was 2.
64.
2290-701-58.
So that would be point.
It would be 4.68%.
So 0.468%, almost half a percent decrease.
So 0.04%? Or 4%?
Well, let me think here.
Minus 4%.
It's 4%.
Yep.
Yeah,
4 points.
Minus
4%.
4%.
2,290,000 would be 229,000. So it would be about a 4% decrease there.
4.68%.
Yeah, that's.
Decrease, okay.
So you can
I
only say
took
5.
I took last year's budget, subtracted this year's budget,
And then divided it back.
divided by that one.
That's
the
a
old
correct.
one. That's what I did too. And I got the
That's the
4.6.
correct way to
Okay.
find out what the change is from one year to the
Say-
other.
Yeah,
So,
4.68.
yeah, that is correct, otherwise you're, yeah. So it should read now, a public hearing to consider Griggs County property tax levy amount to change by a negative
4%.
Yeah, 4.6%.
Oh, you want 4.6? No, 4%. Can we just leave it at 4%?
I'll take credit for everyone who can.
Oh, God.
If it was an increase, I'd go for 4%, but if it's an increase, I'm going 4.6.
4.68.
Okay, you want 4.68%.
We don't get credit for much, we gotta take it when we can get it.
I'd put my slightly less than 5%.
Round up and round down when it's not.
That's the way things work.
Yep.
So, very good. That was the only question I had.
Okay.
You threw that on.
It's yours, isn't it?
Yep.
So then you need your motion to
Approve and publish as
present it
correct, as amended.
as amended, yeah.
Go ahead, John.
What Dale's
A
done.
deal? Okay.
You really didn't amend any money amounts, but go ahead.
I make a motion to approve the 2015 budget. and
Proposed.
Proposed
Thank you.
2015 budget. And publish it.
It's been moved by Dale to approve the proposed budget for 2015 and ask Cindy to publish said proposed budget. Is there a second to the motion?
I seconded.
Seconded by Ron. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. John?
Aye.
Ron?
Aye.
Dale?
Aye.
Troy votes aye. Motion carries.
What was that other thing you brought up that you wanted to have done? Was there something else yesterday that I forgot? She'll listen and figure it out. I can't remember. There was something else.
One thing, I talked to Kelly Hansen this morning, and he would like to continue to serve on the state fair board. He's a delegate, but he's also actually on the board, and he represents, if I get this right now, Griggs, Steele, Trail, Barnes, and Cass counties
Oh, wow.
on the fair board.
Wow.
That's good.
So we can each elect 3 delegates to the state fair. Each county can have 3 delegates. Of those delegates, if I understood him correctly, a fair board member is chosen for these 5 counties every 3 years, and he is currently on the state fair board. He indicated that if anybody else from Griggs County, in particular commissioners, have any interest in being delegates at the state fair board, or state fair delegates, or I don't exactly know how the structure works. We do have the capability of appointing 2 more delegates.
I'm not interested, but is there anyone else from the county? I mean, we don't have a county agent, I guess, or like those 4-H gals or anything, would they be?
Why do we need more than one delegate?
We don't need one. We don't need any more.
No.
He just said if there's people that are
That are interested.
Right.
That
Nobody.
that was the hard part, is finding people to be on it.
Nobody has come forward to me.
Yeah.
I don't. At this point in time, I'm not interested in going to having more meetings to go to. But,
Shouldn't be talking about it.
huh?
Special meeting.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's on there. That's right. I'm sorry.
Back off, man.
Is that what you said, bite me or something?
No, it's recorded.
I know.
That's the reason I wanted to get him called this morning, because I knew we were in recess and we
Okay,
could get
that's
this done. in this meeting since it's on the agenda.
So did he
So,
say yes to being
He-
appointed again?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I guess I would entertain a motion to appoint Kelly, Griggs County's delegate to the state fair.
I move that we appoint Kelly Hansen as our delegate to the state fair.
Is there a second to that
I'll
motion?
second that.
Seconded by John. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Now, we need to send them a letter or
Yeah,
something?
so you'll have minutes to sign in a letter. And
Okay.
we'll get a hold of you when they're ready to go.
Okay,
Okay?
yep.
See?
Did you have something else?
Yeah, we do one more thing.
Mm.
It's not, but I was gonna check again on the DES as far as any payment goes.
Oh,
and
that's right.
Nothing took place there.
Okay,
And so far, we're waiting for a call back from John Steen as far as the permission to.
Contractor.
do the heating, yep, correct. And Bob Hook is I'm gonna meet with him later on today, or call him again later on today.
okay. I see he's upstairs.
He is.
What?
Yeah.
I talked to him outside.
Hmm?
Okay,
I don't know.
so
I don't wanna know.
we're all good?
I think we're all
Published.
good, aren't we?
Does anybody have anything else for the good of the county?
Nope, that was good.
Oh, not me.
Glad we started early, so we got done in time.
Yeah.
She's not done yet.
I'm not done yet, and I worked late last night, I came early this morning, so.
On duty late myself.
Talking to constituents.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
Been a motion made to adjourn the meeting by John. Is there a second to the motion?
I'll second.
Seconded by Dale. Is there any discussion? Is there any discussion? Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, we'll proceed to vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Meeting adjourned at 10:35 PM.
Thank you, 10:35.
AM.
That's the shortest,
All right.
that's the shortest meeting, next meeting.
Next meeting is
October 3rd. Yeah.
October 3rd at 1 PM
And 6 p.m.
and 6 PM for the hearing on the budget.
And then a meeting tomorrow.
And then we're in Macville tomorrow at what?
Okay.
Backfill tomorrow at 1 PM for